Hi, Carolyn. So here's what happened in Carolyn Talks podcast. I love this documentary. I grew up listening to disco and to Donna Summer, and like they still play her music back home in Barbados on the radio. But one thing that I love about documentaries like this, especially about documentaries about Black performers and Black women in particular, is we get to see that no matter how old we get, we're still learning about ourselves. We're still learning about the world and how we relate to the world, whether we're singers, dancers, actors, lawyers, or whatever, we're still learning. And that really comes through in this documentary. We get to see that Donna, right up until the end, was still learning who she was, was still trying to find her voice as a woman and also as a performer. And so for both you and for both you, Brooklyn, and for Roger, I want you to talk about how for you, Brooklyn, what you learned about yourself as an actress, as a performer, and a mother, a daughter, and most importantly, a woman, watching your mother's story unfold in front of you. And for you, Roger, not as a fan of Donna, as having been a fan of her when you were younger, and now you are the person responsible for telling this story about someone that was a pivotal part of your life as a younger man. And now as an adult, like what did you learn about yourself as a director, and how you have to learn to step away from maybe your own perceptions of people that you admire, and then say, no, I have to really reach deep and bear all the dirty stuff as well as the good stuff. So we'll go with you first, Brooklyn.
Okay, well, I think one of the things that this process has been really impactful for me is to trust my instincts. Like, this was my directorial debut. And I think that having Roger as my companion and doing this to say, oh no, like, trust yourself, like you got this, and I think it's just reminding myself that it really is about storytelling. I've been in front of the camera, and I've been in the music business with my family, and now I'm behind the camera for the first time. It really is about storytelling. And I think it was just really a matter of understanding that more deeply and trusting my instincts and my creative impulses in a deeper way. And it was an extraordinary experience to be able to have a vision and really see it through in such a deep, connected way. And I feel very privileged to have had that time to have this process, because it's changed me. I've loved directing. This will be my first film. It will not be my only film. So I think creatively, it really empowered me. And I think my mother would be so proud, because she wanted to be a director. She wanted to be an actor, and she got to dabble a little bit in it, but nothing ever in a real substantial way. And so, she would always call me the reporter growing up when I was a kid, because I would come home and I would share all the news, all the tea of the day. And so it just seems really fitting that my first film is a report on her. And I think that, she just, to see her always break through and push to the next level was just very inspiring and empowering for me to say, you know what, this is a big risk for me. It's a big undertaking. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation, but you got to go big or go home. And so, just pushing to always push to that next level, no matter what age you are,
I learned that to stay true to yourself as an artist and never compromise your artistic vision and fight for what you believe in. A lot of times, Donna, really never compromised. And, when she talks about the record industry and being raped and the record industry, that feeling of being raped and being compromised, and she fought, and she went suing her, being one of the first artists to sue her label and get her masters back and fight for her artistically for what she believed in, that it really taught me how that is important. Otherwise, it's gonna destroy you. Great,
thank you so much. I'm sure this film will mean a lot, especially to a lot of Black female performers and singers now, because there's a few lawsuits happening. So I'm sure it'll be an inspiration for them. And just again, thank you so much for being so honest with this film, because I think it's important that we learn to see behind the facade of the performance, that we learn how to realize that artists, performers, that when they're who we see on stages and who they are, we don't see their struggles. So thank you so much for being so open with it.